I've observed common problems with demonstrations. I look at demonstrations all day, every day for a living, and what I see more often than not is too much training during a demonstration, showing people how the software works. That's supposed to come after the sale. During the demonstration, our goal is to persuade people to purchase. So how can you deliver a demonstration that does just that? Persuades your prospect to purchase your software. When a prospect comes to a demonstration, they are attending because they want to know, why should I purchase your software? Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. So that's straightforward. But let's break that down into 4 key elements. How does your software solve the prospect's business challenges? Why is it better than any other option? Options could be remain status quo, do nothing, or purchase from a competitor. Why is it worth it? They're going to give you a stack of money. Will they get a bigger stack of benefits in return? What's the business case? And can I implement it? I can see it, like it, want it, be able to afford it, but can I get from here, not using your software, to there, up and running? So at Sales Envy, we've come up with 7 steps that enable you to give your demonstration a makeover so it's even more compelling, more persuasive, less teaching to use, more persuading to purchase. Here's the executive summary. In steps 1, 2, and 3, pretty straightforward. Think of your demonstration this way. There's a finite number of conversations. There's a finite number of feature sets. It's an open book exam. Why do we lose? We know going into it all the feature sets that we can show, almost all the conversations that we can have. Some things just come up. Let's take a look at those. Common conversations, common feature sets. There's a shorter list of conversations typically. It would be, tell me about your customer base, tell me about the implementation process, the business case, of course. Yeah, maybe you'll have some supporting slides or whatever, but often it's just this, a conversation. Feature sets, also finite. If you sell complex ERP applications, there's more feature sets, but still, there's only so much that you can show and tell. So here's how you give your demonstration a makeover. Identify your list of common conversations and common feature sets. That's step 1. Step 2, list the benefits of the feature sets and the benefit statements that connect with the conversations. Step 3, buyer personas. To whom do you sell? List out the common. You can go by titles or you could just go by area of responsibility. But, in general, you have the users. You may have finance on the business case side, looking at financial data where users are looking at the process itself and how things flow. You may have managers who are more interested in dashboards than the process. And step 4 is talking points. What the hell are you going to say? This is the heavy lifting, folks. So you have a feature set. I'll pick reporting, it's just so common. What's your opening line? The very first thing that you'll say or show, or both. You may show, not say anything. You may say, not show anything, or you may do both. What is it, though? And then we have a long list, which it's too long to talk about on this executive summary video. You just go down the list. So you go down the list of potential items. It's a strategy session. With reporting, can you talk about a day in the life of before without your software, after with your software? Can you talk about the business case? Does it connect in any way to why the software is worth it? Can you tell a customer success story? Hey, one of our customers, very similar to you, they bought our software, here's what happened. Do you have endorsement in the media, in the press, from customers, customer reference statements that you could use? Do you have specific examples of this particular buyer persona's common need for reporting? Jot it all down. Just make a list of bullet points of what you'll say when you're showing this feature set. Same thing with conversations. So that's the heavy lifting right there. And the next step, step 5, I call it screenplay. We study how Hollywood directors make blockbuster movies at Sales Envy, and we apply those principles to software demonstrations, hence screenplay, which consists of exactly what you say and what you show. So you already have your bulleted list, but now you're converting that to a script. And I do recommend scripting everything, writing it out, and practicing by reading the script. Here's what happens. You'll realize you can eliminate superfluous words. You can make sentences shorter, more concise, more hard-hitting. You get it right is what happens, because you put it on paper, you read it back. That didn't sound right. And particularly your opening line, the very first thing, how do you introduce the feature set? How do you grab their attention, make them lean in with interest, want to hear more about the feature set? How do you close out? You're going, in movies, they talk about going scene to scene to scene. How do you go feature set to feature set? So again, step 4, step 5, the heavy lifting, the identifying the talking points, that's step 4. Sorry, I'm using my cheat sheet. And step 5, the screenplay. Now step 6, I think this is the fun part. This is the practice, drill, rehearse. You've got your talking points, you know what you're going to show, and now practice. Play it back, role play, do it again, do it again, do it again. You should have a lot of laughs with this. It should be fun. And if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 people working on it together, it's amazing what happens. So practice, drill, rehearse, that's step 6. And then step 7 is continual improvement. Because no matter how good you get today, you will be better on your next demonstration. In fact, every demonstration you deliver should be better than the one you did prior. That's it. Give your demonstration a makeover. I guarantee that you'll close more deals faster. Your demonstration to close rate will improve. Often you'll make a sale in fewer demonstrations. Maybe if it takes you 2 or 3, 4, God forbid, maybe you'll just sell in 1 demonstration or 2. The duration of your demonstrations will be shorter because you're not training anymore. You're not teaching to use, you're persuading to purchase. If you're doing an hour or more demonstration right now, that's a problem. You can get it to 40 minutes, maybe 45, and persuade people to purchase. Velocity in your pipeline will increase because you're either getting to a yes or you're getting to a no. The maybes tend to disappear. And more. And the bottom line, man, you make more money when you sell. Everyone gets happy. Life is good. Use this. Take care.